Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eric Brown and welcome to the first episode of Cold Kombucha. Now this is going to be a kombucha review, kombucha show. This is something I've wanted to do for a while now. For a few months I started Ikai Creative, got more into photos and videos, launched Ikai Creative, been very busy with work, college, life. Kombucha is this ancient Chinese drink. It was founded in Northeast China, or discovered, created in Northeast China around 200 BC. It's known as the tea of immortality. So there are many health claims, wide and broad, but something that we know for sure is that it has a lot of probiotics and it's really good. It's helpful for your gut. I know that a lot of people have said things like it cures cancer, cures AIDS, it like does all these amazing things. Now those things aren't exactly proven to be true. Something that we can all agree on is the fact that they do have great probiotics and it's really good for your gut. Now the tea of immortality, I haven't found a whole lot of certified or verified studies on the effects of kombucha on humans. However, whoever's watching this, I would love to be one of the first people to be part of studies, like have me taste kombucha and see if it really does help with all these amazing things. Yeah, so there's been a lot happening with the history of kombucha. A lot of people attribute the domestication of the production of kombucha to GT Dave, the founder of GT's Kombucha, which is the one right here, and it's all around here. So this is a little crazy to me because, so I'm looking at my notes, excuse me, but I'm looking at my notes and it's a little crazy because it's over 2,000 years old, and just in the 90s that it was started domesticated. So which means that all of these beverages here are less than what, 40? Yeah, less than 40 years old, which means that this is all like brand new. Like when you think of like the age of the internet, think about the same thing with the popularity and domestication of kombucha, which kind of surprises me. Some background about me personally with kombucha. Why am I doing this show? What is this all about? So my dad, he would sometimes drink kombucha. It was specifically something tall and skinny. So I'm assuming it's GT's. My dad really likes this one lemon lime flavor of kombucha, and he says it tastes a lot like Sprite or like 7-Up, but he would really drink it. I remember what he would do is crack it open and I would smell it and I was like, whew, I'm never tasting that again. Like, it smells terrible. It smells like pee. I was like so against kombucha because of its taste and smell. I remember I took a little sip when I was a kid. Now mind you, I was like 9, 10, 12 years old. But that maturity and taste buds weren't quite there. And I do remember my dad telling me it's one of the best things you could do for your body. I knew it was healthy since I was like a kid. I knew it was healthy since a young age. And then what really kicked it off is I wanted to be healthier, especially after high school. I decided I would be joining the Air Force. I wanted to get my health up. I wanted to, you know, eat healthier, be more active, and part of eating healthier, I knew that kombucha was really healthy. At the time, I was working at Target. It was between graduating high school and joining the Air Force. I worked at Target for a bit, and I remember in like their end aisle at the grocery store, they had a refrigerated section. It was a bunch of like healthy drinks, like naked juices, other juices like ginger. Kombucha was on there. I was like, I'll try kombucha. I remember I tried it, and I was about 18 at the time, so it's about 6 to 8 years difference. And as I was more mature, I tasted it, I was like, it's actually pretty good. Like, I understand there was a lot of acidity and a lot of vinegariness, a lot of a vinegar taste in it. But it was something I liked, and I didn't really delve as much into it as I do now this year because I was super busy. I was doing a lot with the Air Force, basic training, technical school, getting here, going on a TDY when I was in Phoenix. I've just done a lot of things, and now I've gotten into cold kombucha. I actually didn't think about starting this show until a few months ago, and then it's taken a few months. I was just super busy doing a lot of different things, and this isn't me trying to do an excuse. It's just me telling you what's going on in my world. And yeah, here I am today, December 13th, doing the first episode of Cold Kombucha. So now, I absolutely love kombucha. I wanted to make a show, and I realized no one was actually doing anything. The biggest thing that I found off of kombucha was the Kombucha Girl, the TikTok. And that was like the biggest thing I saw off of kombucha, as well as the KOLD KOMBUCHA video. If you look at KOLD KOMBUCHA on YouTube, he has this video about the Kombucha King, which is GT Dave, the maker of GT's kombucha. Another thing that really kicked it off is I had an experience at Kombucha. They have a draft house in Bend, Oregon. If you look at my recent videos, I went on a road trip to the Oregon coast, and I went around, I went sightseeing, did a lot of hiking, I did some surfing. One thing I did though is, this actually wasn't planned. I was actually looking for a place to eat, and I saw the Kombucha, and I found out there's a Kombucha draft house, and that kombucha company was founded by two women in Bend, Oregon. And I went to the place. I had just had such an amazing experience having like my first flight of kombucha, and then going inside the place, and the people there were just super rad. And I took a lot of photos. They even gave me like a case of kombucha. They gave me free coupons for free kombucha. It was just an amazing time. I don't have any kombucha right here because I've tasted pretty much all of their flavors. All of these flavors of kombucha are all flavors I haven't tried, which makes me think like there's a lot of kombucha. And actually, I recently found out about the, give me 1 minute, the Kombucha Brewers International. It's like this society, it's not society, it's like this guild, like this group of people that make kombucha, and I just found out about that today. Someone's calling me. Hold on, I'll have to call you back. Yeah, it was an amazing experience at Kombucha, and it really made me want to get more into the kombucha world. And there's new ways to discover kombucha. You know, this is such an ancient drink. I thought there would be something delved greatly into the kombucha world. It actually really wasn't domesticated till, again, the 90s when GT Dave started GT Kombucha. But something I really want to do on this show is to have guests. I'm really working on that. Actually, get excited on guests. The first guest I'm trying to get on the show, I've already mentioned his name, yes. I'm working on that. I'm really excited for it. And then I want stories behind kombucha. Yes, I am looking at you, GT Dave. I've done a lot of extensive research behind you, watched a lot of interviews, read a lot of interviews about you, and there's a lot that I want to delve into your story, and I feel like there's a lot that you contributed to the kombucha community, and there's a lot of influence you have, and I really want to like kind of pick your brain and see like where your mind is going and what your playbook is, and you know, we'll get into that. If you couldn't tell based off of this video so far, I'm absolutely driven. I love health. I love living a holistic lifestyle. I have incense burning on my what do you call it? On my windowsill. I have my singing bowl. I have my meditation harmonizers. There's my yoga mat right there I'm looking at. My chakra stones, my organite pyramids. Like, I'm all about that Eastern lifestyle. And a little bit about me now. I am actually half Hispanic and mostly Asian. My heritage goes back to Burmese, like Myanmar. I have a little bit of Chinese in me, but in terms of my Asian background, there's just a lot of spiritual heritage and history. I learned a lot about that when I was in Phoenix last year over the winter, but that's something we can get into later. Please interact. Yes, comment, tell people about this show. I would love to get more creators of kombucha. I'm trying to get GT Dave on this show, and whoever creates Health Aid Kombucha. I know that was also founded in LA. I'd love to get that gal on. I would also love to reconnect with the people at Kombucha, get them on the show. If I could go back to Bend, Oregon and do a little show then, at that location, if I could go back there, that would be awesome. That would be like a dream. I'm trying to get people on the show. I'm pushing, okay? I'm really working on this. I'm trying to get better. Please bear with me. I'm gonna try and improve the production quality right now. I just have this line mic right here, and I have my camera on a tripod. You know, I'm trying to get a better setup here right now. I'm just sitting on a pillow talking to the camera that's like halfway across my room. I'm trying to get some better lighting, better audio. I'm working on it, so please bear with me on that. You know, I recently launched Ikai Creative, and I put a lot of money towards that. It's slow but surely. I'm very driven. Just stay with me. Yeah, most importantly, we're gonna have fun. You know, we're gonna try kombucha, we're gonna get more into the history, we're gonna get more into the people that make it, and all the weird fun quirks about it. And I want to bring my everyday energy into the show, and I want you to get to know me, and I want you to get to know the amazing people who make the kombucha. And something you should know is that I'm usually like this. I'm at this kind of energy every day, all the time. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm really tired because I've been getting like no sleep. I've been doing a lot of personal things, working on a lot of projects that you will get into and you will know later. What else? I want to change the kombucha world, and I want to change how people see kombucha. You know, I had a friend, and he just really didn't support me in the kombucha world. I was like, man, if only you knew like the amazing health benefits of kombucha, if you knew like how good this is for you. It's not just hype, it's not a trend. Like, there's something real, and there's like, you're drinking something alive. That's something I want to say. You're drinking something alive, and it's so good for you, it's so healthy. And if people knew that, like, it would change the course of the kombucha world. And it was like the same thing with yogurt, you know? I'm really interested to see where my palate goes. A little bit of background behind me. I've moved over 30 times in my life. I think I'm on like, what, 35, 36. I lost count how many times I moved. I do remember I counted one time and it was over 30, so I say I've moved over 30 times in my life with foster care, and then after adoption I moved a lot then, and then I joined the military and I moved a lot even more. So like, I've been a nomad my whole life. Because of that, I've lived in different places. I lived in many different states. I also love traveling. I've traveled a lot, and because of that, I've eaten and tasted a bunch of different areas. So I know food and I know beverage, and I'm really gonna get into kombucha. So yeah, I'm really interested to see where my palate goes. I think that kombucha should be chosen based off of mood and atmosphere and context, much like wine. You know, I get a lot of my inspiration from this show. Earlier today, I was watching a lot of the Wine Library TV episodes, specifically the first one, and then the 42nd one, How to Taste Wine. So we're gonna bring a lot of that into here. It's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. What else? Yeah, I want to keep it simple and fun. I want to have a playful curiosity of a living beverage. Like I said earlier, we're drinking something alive. You know, this isn't like soda where you're drinking straight up crap, fake carbonation and high fructose corn syrup and just a bunch of bad things for you. This is something amazing and alive. Yeah, like how we get nutrients from food, we're getting nutrients for our gut health based off of this ancient tonic. And I want to push against the status quo. I've always done that like my whole life. It's because I'm a trailblazer. I'm trying to push forward in society. I'm supporting fresh and new ideas, and that really, you know, if I wasn't as passionate as I was, I would look dead and tired based off like the lack of sleep I'm getting. But because like I'm just so passionate about what I'm doing with Ikai Creative, with KOLD Kombucha, Ikai Brown, which is my personal brand, I'm just really driven and excited, and I'm just super anxious to see how the course of this goes and what happens in a year. And yeah, I find it astounding how kombucha is this old, 2,000 years old, like older than Jesus. And just recently, kombucha has been kicking off. Like, 95, like as old as the internet is, really, like the population of internet is the same population of kombucha, which is, it's crazy. Last thing to note is that I'm definitely learning. I just found out about the KBI, which is the Kombucha Brewers International. I'm learning about the probiotics. What else? And I'm gonna get into the beverages. So I have decided the first drink we are going to feature on Cold Kombucha is going to be GT's Synergy Raw Kombucha, the original unflavored kombucha. And I'm seeing a bunch of things on the bottom, and it's just pure kombucha. And this is what I'm going to be doing. We'll get into these later sometime, and I'm gonna be filming a lot. This will probably be a weekly show, if I can do that. I will give you a video at least once a month. I will promise you that. What I might do is I might just film a bunch of episodes in the same day, like 5 episodes in a day, each episode being one kombucha, and then we'll see where it goes. So get excited. And yeah, I'm working really hard. Oh man, something I really do want to bring here are themes. So for example, we'll have a theme based off of Wild Tonic, we'll have a theme based off of Christmas, we'll have a theme based off of, let's say, orange flavors, California based kombuchas, Idaho based kombuchas. Yes, I'm trying to work with, I haven't gotten to that yet, but this is something in the back of my mind. I do want to work with the Idaho Kombucha Company and Caffeina Roasting Company. They have launched their kombucha line, and I'm really excited. I want to grow with them. Something I also want to bring is the question of the week, to ask questions to get conversation going about kombucha. And what else? Yes, I also have a bunch of questions for GT Dave. I have over 23 questions, and I'm still learning more about GT Dave to learn more. I had weird questions like, what is your favorite color? If you could be anywhere for vacation, where would it be? And these are very basic ones, but after I did more research, I have a question, for example, like, what did you do to change the taste of the alcoholic content to make your kombucha compliant back in 2010? And have you thought about having a line of kombucha with the alcohol back in the old recipe to have a bolder, richer taste? And then could you also send me a picture of the painting of the butterfly you have in your conference room? That's a little sneak peek, something to get into. And that's all I have for today. This is the first episode of Cold Kombucha, and the next episode I will be tasting straight up vinegar and apple cider vinegar, because I know that these beverages can have a bit of a vinegary taste in them. Yeah, that was a lot. Woo. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, please comment, please get into this community. I would love for you to get more into the kombucha community and get as excited as I am about it and raise our frequencies. Okay, thank you, bye.